Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video where, unfortunately, problems with my right arm seem to have gotten a little bit worse. I can't even, really, straighten it, or there's, really, I can't, raise it to the sky, basically. It's a very strange sort of angles in which I can actually, move my arm about. It's very strange, and I'll make sure to get it seen to probably tomorrow, because if this doesn't get better in a hurry, I better go and see what I've done to it. I don't think I've done anything out of the normal or that sort of thing, but we'll move on from that, because do you remember how I said back when I did that Bella Porch video how I talked about personality and how I want sort of like my content to be generated around the idea that anyone, through what they said, that anyone can be famous. All they have to do is just give it a shot, just put themselves out there and just see what happens. Well, I heard that apparently in the case we're going to take a look at today, this guy called Lispy Jimmy, he seems to have taken this almost one and beyond in terms of not just putting himself out there, but putting himself in such a way that he can manipulate people through simply typing hashtag followed by a certain other words in front of it. So apparently this guy is also, Sunny V2 also went to the trouble to put brackets Fortnite clickbait scumbag, the deserved downfall of Lispy Jimmy. Without knowing anything about this guy, I just want to see exactly what the issue is, and if it's anything like my Bella Porch video, I want to just at least be able to discuss sort of what Lispy did and what, conversely, I would sort of do if I was in his scenario. It's very difficult to sort of like compare and contrast because I'd say we're two rather different people, but let's just see how this works. So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. So let's begin.
Lispy Jimmy makes fraudulent content with a whole GTA 6 with fake giveaways. The list goes on. I could be here.
Isn't like GTA 6 supposed to be released until the year 2025 anyway? So yeah, any time you ever see any GTA 6 announcement, you know immediately it's going to be fake. From what I heard from, apparently that's what Rockstar said a few days ago.
Hours.
I've been basically manipulating my fans into liking my video thinking there's going to be a big giveaway, but I kind of thought
when you actually make a video that's not clickbait and that is related to you get like 5 views.
Basically forcing kids to use him for support a creator and for fake giveaways.
We're giving away a bunch of V-Bucks cards. Bro, I'm not even joking.
This is the story of how gaining 6 million subscribers based solely off personality and hype is destined for failure over the long run. A story warning of the potential dangers in taking advantage of your young audience's naivety.
Oh.
The story of how building a career on deception and lies will always come back to haunt you. When you build your YouTube channel on sand as opposed to rock, it's only going to be so long before it all comes crumbling down. We're talking about the story of Lispy Jimmy, a long-time YouTube content creator who was at one point gaining millions and millions of views by essentially lying, deceiving, and clickbaiting his audience in every single video.
R.I.P. Dad. If you're really going to start going to like lying about your dad dying, are you really telling me he did that? And, just, guys, listen, just so, because I already don't like this guy if he really did this, let me just make something absolutely clear. Round about the time when I stopped watching the channel Lost Pause, the presenter Noble talked about, one of the last videos I saw on his channel is when he talked about his dad sadly passing away. I watched that video, and even though I haven't watched Lost Pause in at least nearly 4 years, my heart still goes out to Noble. I will never ever say that it doesn't, because at the very least Noble is very happy and he's a very positive sort of person. He's a very good personality on the internet, just because he is who he is. And he is as funny as he is very knowledgeable about anime, and he is incredibly sincere. I say that because when you start putting shit like this out, that will destroy you within seconds. Not even joking. That's the kind of shit that ruins reputations and livelihoods.
Fake giveaways, fake game updates, predatory titles. His behavior led him to gain sometimes up to 300,000 subscribers per month in the short run. However, over the long run, it's been revealed to all that being ingenuine with your audience ends up coming with somewhat of an expensive price tag. What motivated Lispy Jimmy to go from a once respected content creator to what many consider to be the worst clickbaiter in YouTube's history? Was it worth the short-term spike in subscribers? What was the long-term price that he ended up paying for taking advantage of his young audience's naivety? This is the story of Lispy Jimmy's downfall. Lispy Jimmy would begin his journey as a YouTube content creator all the way back in October 2012. And in the beginning, there was little that indicated that this creator might end up as one of YouTube's most notorious villains. He was simply posting gaming videos on both Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty.
What is going on, everybody? Lispy Jimmy here, and in today's video, guys, I got a Call of Duty.
The growth of Jimmy's channel was slow in the beginning, but he would begin to gain low-level popularity after uploading guide-style videos for the games he was playing.
What is going on, everybody? Lispy Jimmy here, welcome back, and in today's video, guys, I have an awesome trick and tip for you on basically how to steal a tank.
Which also led to a provision of respect from the early audience watching his content. After gaining 5,000 subscribers in his first 12 months, Jimmy seemed to make the realization that if he ramped up the overly enticing titles and thumbnails, the videos would appeal to a wider audience. Get Master Prestige in one day, amazing glitch.
When you collect that briefcase, it tells you to do something or a challenge.
Lispy Jimmy never did show his audience how to get Prestige Master in one day, or the amazing glitch. It was fake. But considering the nature of the platform back in 2013, this video performed extremely well. And along with other videos promoting insane money glitches in GTA 5, Lispy Jimmy would
Probably
go from
because people would skip to the end anyway, just to find out how they did it, to see whether it worked or not. But by the time you've done that, you already would have gained a view anyway, so he wasted your time and intelligence both at the exact same time, so yeah.
5,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers within the space of only 2 months. Now, while this was awesome for his channel, what it did for Lispy Jimmy himself was a little more insidious. It began to reinforce the idea that the most effective way to grow his audience was to make the most outrageous clickbaity titles possible regardless of the content within. GTA 5 online millions in minutes.
You guys can make insane amount of money, super fast and easy, no problems.
This clickbaity video having significantly more views than the many surrounding it, reinforcing that using clickbait was the most successful strategy for making his channel thrive. For this reason, the clickbait nature of Jimmy's channel would slowly get more and more severe. GTA 5 online ghost caught on camera. GTA 5 online money glitch scam warning.
These are scams. It's like one basic guy or another guy.
Lispy Jimmy got very skilled at identifying the fine line between unbelievable clickbait and an extremely enticing title that people would click on. And for this reason, his viewership and subscribers would continue to increase. And while a lot of this growth was owed to a reasonable provision of clickbait and the old
Let's go for this video 10,000 likes,
boosting his videos in the algorithm, we have to also give credit to his incredible work ethic, pumping videos out almost daily. And
unfortunately for Lispy Jimmy, I've got a little bit of a shoot I want to give on him right now. You want to talk about work ethic, ladies and gentlemen? I don't want to blow my own horn or anything like that, but work ethic? You want to take a look at my channel, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying that, everything is necessarily as well polished or it looks nearly as good or, anything in between. I'm not saying that everything on this channel is perfect. Far from it. I'm not saying that everything I do is right. I never ever say stuff like that. What I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that I don't bullshit my audience. Look at the titles of every single video I've ever done. Have I bullshitted you guys into doing that shit? I never ever once clickbaited anyone. Just go through the shit right there and you will see it right there. There is nothing that will suggest otherwise. I gave you something, so yeah, you go. You go in and enjoy it. I'm not just... there's a difference between there's been working hard, ladies and gentlemen, and busting your ass off and lying to people. That's what Lispy is basically doing already. He is lying to people. 1.1 million for a 5-minute video that was probably lying. Like, it's a slap in the face from those who are you know, genuine, who are, you know, it's a very disingenuous thing to do, especially towards people who make very genuine and very, very provoking content. Not this channel. Other channels aside, it's a slap in the face to them. And the only thing I can think about right now is if this video even like kicks off at all. Bloody hell! How on earth do you just what can you say to shit like this? This is just dreadful.
Inevitably leading to higher viewership. By October 2015, 2 years after creating his first video, Lispy Jimmy had passed the 500,000 subscriber mark. And from all outside accounts, it seems as though there was little standing in the way of Jimmy continuing to grow, except one thing: the decline in the popularity.
Also, I'd like to make this point as well. You remember how I was mentioning lost pause earlier? In fact, you know, I've got a better idea. I'm gonna do something interesting. Because Lost Paws, among other things, ladies and gentlemen, was also a guy who made videos every single day. When I was back in the day when I watched his channel, he literally made videos every single day. I have never once seen this guy not busy and not stopping. And I'm just gonna go. I'll tell you what. I'll do this right now. This is his Lost Pauses channel. He still kept the same banner of Lily, the fox mechanic. There's a waifu pillow. I think there was something different before this, but this is what was this? Is this TikTok merge? Okay, that's fair enough. Watch this. 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago. Maybe he took a break on that day. 5 days, a week. A week, you're not allowed to like anime anymore. Look at all of this, and bear in mind, this is just what he does. He talks about anime, he discusses anime, and there's a lot of things he does. And, well, some things he does shorts anyway, I suppose. They're just like funny little skits, I suppose. But the point I'm trying to make, and whether or not you want to say you're a fan of this sort of thing or not, or whether or not you like this sort of thing or not. I mean, there was a time when I was like... I wouldn't know if I could like scroll down to the very beginning. YouTube deleted my thumbnails. I heard about that as well. How far down do you think we could go before things got into hell? Before the whole Mega Milk Girl wanted to play, or whatever that anime was. Because I'll get to the point. I'll get to you exactly the point in which I actually kind of like stopped watching his channel, and because I heard some rumor that he was apparently what was it, like he was getting rid of some episodes or something like that, or he got rid of some videos. Tumblr stupidly bans all NSF. I remember that as well. There's also a lot of stuff between Crunchyroll and that. I remember this. I think it was like when Noble broke up with. I can't remember what her name was. Damn it! I do remember that. So I don't know if we even never been this angry before. I can't quite remember this one. Did Patreon like hold his money or something like that? Let me just keep going. I need to tell you. There is he did a lot of these sort of videos where he talked about drama and this sort of thing. The Nep playing in CSGO. I think this was like the last time I watched him. So there's that, and how far back do we actually need to go? Because trust me, there is a lot of videos on here, and look, if you see the reaction, look at how many views these gets. I know I've sort of overlooked this a little bit. Oh, do you remember this? The Logan Paul dead body in the Japanese suicide forest. Do you remember that? I can't help but forget that. I don't think anyone could. There's but again, 120,000, 243,000, 93,000. Some of these do vary every now and then, but I can't remember the last time it went anything under 100,000. And if you really want to, you're gonna have to like really, really go far back to find some of his like lower ranked videos. There is because trust me, there is a lot of. Wow, back when he was doing the Neptune streams as well. That's a very long time ago. 4 years. Was he still in the the other apartment when he did this? I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I need to sort of like. Let's see. What's the? I don't have time to necessarily go back to all of this because 4 years ago. The point I'm trying to make is that there is just he's done so much over the years, and even though I sort of like outgrew his that sort of thing for the time being, he's still a very nice guy and he's still kept it himself. And I could say the same thing for many other people I followed for a lot longer, and who I still follow to this day. But the reason why I keep coming back to them time and time and again is that they give you actually what you want. Unlike this douchebag right here who, gee, I wonder what this spike could be. I wonder if this was anything like the content he was producing before, whether he was just straight up lying to people, because this went downhill very, very quickly. Sorry for that rant.
The game he was playing.
GTA 5 is f***ing dead. Nobody plays it anymore unless you're 11, and it's the only game you could afford. So basically, all these channels are starving for views.
As 2016 rolled around, GTA 5 was pushing 4 years of age and ultimately experiencing a decline in popularity. This led GTA 5 YouTubers to consider two different options. They could either continue to make videos on GTA 5, which appeared to be on its way out over the long run, or alternatively jump ship to a new content style. Lispy Jimmy would ultimately choose the latter, and after clickbaiting a potential face reveal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, he would reveal his face.
Dude, they're never gonna know that I'm Lispy Jimmy.
And begin making a mix of both
kind of makes you
IRL
wonder what are behind those other 8 videos in which he couldn't have just shown his face earlier.
And GTA content. However, there was a problem with this. Since most people knew him for his GTA videos, his IRL content didn't get many views. And while this was a problem in the short run, Lispy Jimmy certainly had a solution that worked in the past. Pump up the clickbait. YouTube is deleting my channel, please watch. Kid gets arrested playing GTA, you won't believe what happens. Caught girlfriend cheating in the act, you won't believe what happens. Clickbait had become far less acceptable by 2016, but it was still a time at which pranks in the hood gone wrong was still a norm on YouTube, and therefore Jimmy's clickbait would be beneficial, and his channel would grow past 2 million subscribers.
Thank you guys for 2 million subscribers. We just did a live reaction. You guys saw my reaction. It was awesome.
And while once again it seemed as though Jimmy's channel was going to continue growing forever, there was a new obstacle that would present itself, leading to a slowdown in his growth. The inevitable changing of the YouTube landscape. As the cancerous nature of YouTube in 2016 and 2017 began to establish itself as the new normal, the platform began to see an explosion of channels created for the sole purpose of discussing and therefore criticizing other creators. And for the first time ever, Lispy Jimmy began to get put under the YouTube microscope for his insane levels of inauthenticity.
Recently, though, he started making these videos that are 100% misleading and 100% false.
Then he made a fake video pretending to quit YouTube. Like, dude, you're a fucking scumbag. No one in the community likes you aside from your retarded fanboys.
He actually got to the point of ripping off old police chase videos and uploading it to his channel for his own personal gain.
This guy is probably the worst clickbaiter I've ever seen, and trust me, I have seen some bad clickbait.
Do not tell me this video is not trying to get you to click on it so he can get the ad revenue. That's exactly what this and tons of other videos on his channel
I don't even
is,
think
right?
you could even put that on YouTube even back then, because Jesus, I think my battery's about to die in like 20 minutes. I better like get this over with.
However, these videos wouldn't do much to discredit Lispy Jimmy. He'd become so skilled at manipulating the YouTube algorithm that his content simply prevailed over the opinions of the YouTube community at large. For this reason, Lispy Jimmy would go on to post further clickbait such as "Why YouTube is deleting my channel" and "Deleting this video in 48 hours, YouTube sent me this." And while both of these videos performed quite well, the YouTube landscape was continually evolving, and as time progressed, the strength of Lispy Jimmy's clickbait would become less and less enticing to his audience. By late 2017, after hitting 4 million subscribers, his channel would experience an extended growth plateau, and it seemed like Lispy Jimmy's time in the sun might be coming to an end. But Lispy Jimmy would come to find a savior for his dying channel, and it wasn't a religious deity, it wasn't a friend or even another YouTuber. The savior for his channel turned out to be a game released in September 2017 by the name of Fortnite Battle Royale.
Luckily, we got a brand new update in Fortnite, which is lit. There's this new sniper mode.
The cartoon-like family-friendly nature of Fortnite meant it instantly appealed to a younger audience. And with a younger audience being incredibly naive by default, much of the general content produced for Fortnite would be exaggerated with clickbait attempting to gain viewership from this young naive audience. It's just fear-mongering.
I don't want to, like, you know, interrupt Moist Critical too much, but not everyone who is, you know, young is that naive. I think we can all agree on that. There are plenty of people who are in, like, their late teens to mid-20s who are even who make naive kids look like little Einsteins, like the real little Einsteins.
To make children afraid and click on his video because they think their beloved Fortnite's about to go offline for a few minutes.
Lispy Jimmy, aka the clickbait master, certainly saw an opportunity here. But this time Jimmy made a realization. You could get even more views by completely lying about what was happening in your videos or stream. New Thanos update out now. New Fortnite skins free skins update. New refund system is here, refund skins for V-Bucks in Fortnite. The worst part was none of these updates were even in the game yet. And the titles in which he would blatantly lie about the content were always the ones where he would get the most views. And as mentioned earlier, the increased viewership from lying about the content reinforced to Lispy Jimmy that it was the correct behavior for growing his channel.
I think probably maybe what Lispy did is that he followed like the news and rumors like on Reddit or Tumblr like really closely, and then decided to blow this out of the water and just take it from there. So maybe that's probably what Lispy did. I can't necessarily say that for certain, but I think he had to have a fresh source of conspiracy, so that because probably kids went to his channel and probably thought to themselves, you know what, look at all this, he's the only one doing this, so this has to be the right move, and that's why he got, you know, rewarded because of algorithms, because of the popularity of Fortnite, even in late 2017, that sort of thing.
Lispy Jimmy's channel would then become an absolute wasteland of live streams titled as fake updates with the sole purpose of suckering in unsuspecting little kids. But that was only on the outside. When you actually went in to watch these live streams, there was a whole new level of cancer to behold within. Let's take an example so we can really understand the full scope of what was happening. Fortnite Cube Volcano event happening soon, Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, just to begin, like all of his other videos, the Fortnite Cube Volcano event wasn't actually happening at that time. It had just been teased on Reddit, YouTube, and Twitter, so the goal was to spark FOMO, get people to think it was happening earlier than expected, and ultimately click through to it.
What happened to his drywall? Did he bang his head against it because he was trying to rattle for any original ideas? I couldn't find any. Is that what he did?
His live stream. And once the viewers got through, there was absolutely nothing of value being offered to the audience. The goal was hype, engagement, and watch time.
Like the stream, make sure you're subscribed. I shared the stream with a friend. Thank you, Colin. More importantly, guys, I need you to like right now and comment liked. I need to see some likes. Alex liked, Gucci liked, Alpha liked, Storm liked. Guys, you need to like the stream right now.
And if you think this was just a small part of the stream, you're wrong. This is literally all he said throughout the whole 4-hour stream.
As I count down from 5 on 0, everyone like the stream. All you need to do to win some free V-Bucks is like the stream, subscribe, and comment done when you guys are done. Stop what you're doing. Stop. All right? And leave a like on the video. Like the stream right now and make sure you're subscribed. Platinum, thank you for liking the stream, my guy. Noah, thank you for liking the stream. Legend, thank you for liking the stream.
Oh my god, like, you know, I might make a video like later in the future about why I decided like not to do streaming and just do videos. Because oh my god, there's dead air, ladies and gentlemen, and then there's wishing the air was dead. Because oh my god, Lispy does not shut up, does he?
Yeah, Nicholas, all you need.
On top of this, Lispy Jimmy would put a countdown timer for the event that was never actually happening to make it seem like the event was going to occur at the end of the countdown to keep people watching, but since the whole thing was just a huge lie, as soon as the timer hit 0, it would just reset back to a new time that Lispy Jimmy would arbitrarily decide on.
14-minute hype. Let's go. Timer is on the clock now.
The problem with these streams as a whole was that the people who were watching and subscribing weren't doing so for some unique long-term anchored entertainment that Jimmy was providing. They were watching for the V-Buck giveaways, the hype, and the apparent new game updates that were never really ever going to come. This meant that the huge fan base he was building up around his Fortnite streams were never going to stick around should his uploads slow down or if his content style was to change. An important element for later parts of the video. And when I say huge fan base, I mean huge fan base. Between June 2018, when Lispy Jimmy would begin to post his Fortnite clickbait, and June 2019, only a year later, he would go from 4.5 million subscribers to 6.3 million subscribers, a gain of almost 2 million. And while reaching 6.3 million subscribers based extensively on lies and deception was in some backwards kind of way an impressive feat, it would also be in June 2019 that everything done in his past would come back to haunt him, and the Lispy Jimmy empire would begin to come crashing down.
Yeah.
In January 2020, Lispy Jimmy would post a video titled Meet My Daughter, in which he would explain that 9 months previously, around April 2019, at the age of 23, he had become a father.
Wow. I'm a father, 23 years old by the way, 23, how you doing? How you guys doing out there?
And while the opportunity to raise a baby was extremely exciting for Jimmy's life in general, it would begin to change his life in ways that were far from beneficial for his YouTube channel.
I am under stress every single day. I don't even think I have time really to do any streams or do any Fortnite, anything really, honestly.
Oh.
Jimmy explained that since having a child, the amount of time he had to invest into the channel had dropped dramatically, and this began to show in the content he was producing. Jimmy would go from doing multi-hour clickbaity type live streams to posting 1-minute videos of what was in the item shop.
Now this is the item shop for today. Don't think it's anything pretty special. We do have a new skin though.
Since there really wasn't much demand for seeing what was in the item shop and people could sense that there really wasn't any effort going into the content anymore, his audience would not only stop watching the videos, but also begin to rapidly unsubscribe. After gaining 430,000 subscribers in April and May 2019 through his classic clickbait strategy, June 2019 would be a different story. He would lose 15,000 subscribers, then another 50,000 in the 3 months following, totaling a loss of 65,000 subscribers in the 4 months following his change in content. But why would his followers unsubscribe so quickly? With most content creators, they just stagnate. What was different about Lispy Jimmy? Well, it comes back to the fact that a vast quantity of his subscribers were subscribed purely for the hype and giveaways, so as soon as the hype and giveaways were replaced with boring 2-minute videos about what was in the item shop, unsubscribing was the only logical thing to do. Upon seeing a loss in his fan base, Jimmy attempted to return to his former strategy of clickbaiting kids with fake titles such as how to get the Travis Scott skin in Fortnite, new Fortnite nuke event happening now, new Renegade Raider in Fortnite. But by 2019, his audience had become a little more sophisticated, and the YouTube algorithm had changed to filter out clickbait garbage and reward genuine creators with a returning audience.
Well,
it's also likely that after a year of clickbaiting his audience over and over and over again, most people who are fans of the Fortnite genre on YouTube began to recognize Lispy Jimmy's name and would stop clicking on the videos because they simply knew it was a load of garbage. All of this was combined with the fact that Fortnite had simply declined in popularity since its peak, an element that was totally out of Jimmy's control, but would certainly add to the declining interest for his channel's content. By the time mid-2020 had rolled around, Lispy Jimmy had lost 150,000 subscribers from his peak. The quality and effort put into the content had declined further, and his views had ultimately dropped dramatically once again. New gifting Lachlan skin now, 12,000 views. New Fortnite NFL skins out now, 19,000 views. Even a PS5 giveaway was only gaining Lispy Jimmy 29,000 views.
Leave a like right now if you want a PlayStation 5.
Lispy Jimmy's clickbait had lost almost all of its power by late 2020 as his audience became more sophisticated, and in October of the same year he would gain only 480,000 views, equivalent to only 15,000 views per day on a channel with more than 6 million subscribers. On the 1st of January 2021, Lispy Jimmy would post a video titled Goodbye, including a thumbnail displaying Lispy Jimmy with defeated body language indicating that he might potentially be done with YouTube. However, this would once again be clickbait, with the video actually being an extremely cliched goodbye to 2020 for being such a horrible year.
This year has been such a crappy year for so many people. It's time to just throw it out, dude. I am gonna try my hardest.
I was gonna say, he could have spent a lot of time explaining about the situations that have developed over the year of 2020. He could have done something like that to make him sound a little bit, a bit more genuine. I did this all like same thing. I talked on camera for nearly a whole hour about the year 2020, and Jimmy couldn't even do that. The fact that we share the same name is frankly a bit of an insult. Though to be fair, I prefer Jim as opposed to Jimmy anyway. It's just shorter and straight to the point.
To be the best I can be.
The state of Lispy Jimmy's channel seems best summed up by this comment on the video. Honestly, seems like kinda nice guy in some parts, but he's still one of the clickbaiting GTA YouTubers, so his channel will die soon. More recently, Lispy Jimmy's views have dropped even further to around 5,000 per day on average, and the content has become nothing but spending 30 seconds explaining the item shop.
It looks like they added Shogun back to the item shop, also Jawblade.
Then 1 minute of advertising a sponsor.
If you've never tried Bang before, I'm telling you right now, there is so many flavors that you could choose from.
And some garbage about how there might be a skin coming to the item shop at some point in the future.
So Travis Scott will be making its way this week.
The comments on his videos have degenerated into nothing besides "your subs are dead" and "you never gave me my reward," showing that all of his supposed giveaways from the past might have been total bogus, a possibility considering everything else on his channel is completely fake and exaggerated for no other reason than to gain viewership. What was the real cause of death for the Lispy Jimmy YouTube channel? Well, honestly, it seemed like somewhat of a perfect storm. Lispy Jimmy had less time to create content owing to becoming a father, mixed with a declining reputation for his predatory clickbait practices, mixed with a changing YouTube landscape punishing clickbait and rewarding authenticity, mixed with declining popularity for the game he was playing and streaming at the time. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what was the most influential trigger, but they certainly all seem to play into one another, ultimately resulting in the death of Lispy Jimmy channel.
Wow. I'd honestly say, to be honest, let's just do one thing. Let's find out if this is even true or not. Let's just do one thing. Another thing about Fortnite, these are all going to be videos about Fortnite, aren't they? Biggest 4th of July firework display ever. That's 3 years ago. Okay, that's not important. 39,000. So, okay, so he's gaining something a bit. 11 seconds and he's still getting 8.4 thousand. 11 seconds. What the hell could be this? I think at this point he's just trying to straight up lie and say that he's some other channel when he knows he isn't. Is there any comments to this, or did he disable them? Only 107. Oh, this clickbait with no subtensor principle is still here. The glass is mine. Okay. Lispy, I don't get your friend request last vid. I commented out the first stream and he says, don't forget me the dot at the end. He's not going to add you, kid. I'm sorry. Please, I need the battle pass. Remember this channel was about GTA money hacks. It's crazy I've been sub for 4 years. You would not know the half of it. Glad to see you back, Jimmy. What happened? Wow. I think maybe the only reason that he's even getting any views at all is because this one is going to be a complete lie. Kid steals PS5 from GameStop must watch. Let's just see.
Before we get started,
customers lucky enough to buy one.
Station. Explain.
Not so happy for Jody Esslinger and her son, Colt.
I can't believe this just happened. I mean, out of all odds, it was me.
Christmas Eve, Colt was out with his mother. Colt's father left his home to run an errand.
I'm like not interested. How desperate he is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't want to believe if whether or not it's true or not. Okay, so I'm going to keep this extremely short because, to be honest, here's basically my summary for this entire video. Don't lie to your audience. Don't condescend to them. Don't patronize them. And whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, do not, and I mean this in all sincerity, do not pretend like you're not going to get caught out. People will know that you're lying and it will come back to haunt you. That's all I'm going to say right now because I am going to literally just go through Lispy Jimmy's channel like one more time just to see if there's anything remotely looks dodgy. Official PlayStation reveal. Well, okay, to be fair, that this technically is the PS5, I suppose. Well, I suppose he knew he was going to get views for that, so I can't. That's fair enough. So I guess that's kind of the end of that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I will hope to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care. Bye bye for now.